What's going on, everybody? The number one question that I get asked is, what is the Mobilitas method? A lot of you have reached out and you said, Blaine, I just want to swing faster. I want to score lower. I want to have more confidence. I want to have more flexibility. I want to reduce my chance of injury. I want to be able to extend my playing career. Will the Mobilitas method help me do that? Well, I put this presentation together to answer all those questions for you. And we're going to talk about using the Mobilitas method to improve your game from the inside out. So let's take a look. At the end of the day, what most golfers want is to be able to more effectively, more efficiently transition the club. They want to be able to take a backswing, downswing, control their path, control their face, their attack angle, their spin angle, transition that club through the shot. That's what a golf lesson will do. That's what a swing coach will work on. But I'm here to say that you're eventually going to tap out. You're going to hit a ceiling on the potential to improve your game. Not saying there's anything wrong with swing coaches. I was a swing coach for years. There are amazing swing coaches out there. And in fact, I work with them one-on-one to help build their programs. And I can't do my job without them. They can't fully do their job without me. So what I want to take a look at is, if the end goal is to improve this transition phase, what do we really need to work on to make this as effective as possible? So what you're looking at right now, I want you to imagine that it's a pyramid. And here is transition. But the thing is, there's a layer deeper. In order to raise the potential that you have to make a great golf swing, to improve that transition phase, we need to take a deeper look at rotation. Do you have the rotary strength, the hand-eye coordination, and the power to produce the energy that you want, to have more distance, to be able to make the physical changes, to change your path, to change your face, to change the attack angle? If you don't have that rotary component in your training and conditioning, you're going to struggle to change that transition phase. But wait, let's go one layer deeper. Because if we simply work on building rotary power without being able to get into position, having mobility, having our body move the way that it's designed to move, we're ultimately going to get hurt. And that's not what we want. We want to be able to add rotary power effectively and safely to be able to transition that club. And without a baseline of proper mobility to be able to get into position, you're still going to tap out. So again, with this looking like a pyramid, we need a broad base to be able to add height. And I call this the PRT speed model. And I wrote about it in my book, Better Golf from the Inside Out. The idea being, again, to raise your potential on how fast you can swing, how much power you can produce, how consistent you can be, your potential to change your swing. You need those rotary strength components, and you need a baseline of proper mobility in your body. Now, this pyramid, I'm sure you get the concept by now, but the pyramid itself, we understand, needs to have a broad base to go high. But if you build this pyramid on a poor foundation, like a boggy marsh, it's ultimately going to sink. So what does this whole thing sit on? And that's what we have right here, is we need a proper foundation for this whole system to work. It begins with nutrition, hydration, and sleep. I don't care how much work you put into the PRT speed model. If you do your mobility work, if you do your rotary strength training, and you take golf lessons and you play golf all the time, that's great. And those are all things that you should be doing. But if you're not eating the right foods to fuel your body, if you're not hydrating with good, clean water to be able to regenerate those cells, and if you're not sleeping like it's your job to be able to recover from all the training, ultimately that pyramid that you feel is going to sink, you're going to burn out and you're going to get hurt, and the game's not going to be fun. But there's one more component that ties this all together, and that is mindset. And to talk about physical development without talking about mental development is to do you a disservice. They go hand in hand. They are one in the same. You have to see that path that you're going. See, the reason a lot of people fail when it comes to physical programs, health and wellness programs, the reason why people stop going to the gym after a couple of weeks after New Year's is because they fail to change their identity or their belief of who they are and what they're working towards. Sure, anybody can go to the gym and put in the work and just grind it out, but to sustain it, you need to believe in the vision that you have and where you're going. Okay, so it's really important that when you're making these decisions and when you're visualizing that path forwards, you don't make a decision based on what you did today or what you did yesterday. You need to see through to the future. Who is that person you're trying to become? And make the decisions that they would make. You look at a tour player. What does a tour player do that somebody who can't break 100 doesn't do? They're going to the range. They're going to the gym. They're doing their mobility training and they're working with a physical therapist or a sports chiropractor or something like that. They're eating good food. They're drinking. They're sleeping. They're doing all that work, not because they have to, but because they want to, because they believe in where they're going. And if you fail to make that connection and you fail to believe in the journey that you're going on, none of the training matters. So that, in a nutshell, is what the Mobilitas method is we reverse engineer that process from mindset, wellness, movement, fitness, and then overall performance, because it follows that pattern. To perform at that level that you want to reach, we must go back and start with the mindset and the belief of where you're headed. Start taking care of our body on a physiological level, giving it the things that it needs to heal itself from the inside. We move better, we condition ourselves, and then we're able to perform. I can't wait to get started working with you. Move better, play better.